Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing a car Q&A.
Car Q&A. It's kind of hot in here.
It is a little hot in here. But this is my sister, Lindsay. I just assume everybody knows. If you don't know, you should go and subscribe to her.
Thank you.
We filmed a Q&A at our Airbnb probably 3 or 4 days ago when we're in LA right now. That's why we're together. We're visiting, and basically it was a tragic incident. I lost the footage. I never do this, but I'm just so upset at myself, so that's why we're filming this in our rental car before we have to return the rental car back, because we don't have any other Airbnbs to film this
We're
at
out
right
of
now.
places.
We're out of places.
So we figured let's get her done.
Let's do it in the car.
We gotta refilm. Let's do it in the car. Also, there is the footage for my channel, the part on my channel. It's a 2-part. Is still alive, so you will see that footage and then this footage.
Yeah,
you'll actually probably see this video first.
Yeah, you should subscribe to Lindsay to be able to see that footage though, just because I don't know what day hers is gonna go up. I'll update the description box when it does go up though with the link. Okay, so we asked for questions on Instagram at Meghan Hughes, and I'm just gonna ask her some of these and we're gonna share our opinions. Oh my god, Miss Limon. I got those from the lemon tree.
One for you, one for me.
Oh my god. Okay.
These are some souvenirs. Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, they smell so good.
Yeah, they smell really good. I got a lot of questions basically just about how to remain close with family when you don't see them often. And I would say just like, I don't know, FaceTiming. We honestly see each other a fair amount. I don't think that we really go longer than like
6 months.
6 months, yeah.
Can't do it. At least with my immediate family, I have to see everyone at least like once a year, or I just feel like that is just too long. But we're all pretty close, so that's just how I feel. Yeah. But I wouldn't go that long without seeing Meghan because we live literally in states next to each other. Yeah, like 7-hour drive. It's really not far. If anything, I just say, you know, FaceTiming and keeping up to date with each other's like social media and lives travel, and FaceTime. Yeah, and we text often. Maybe a group text with the fam. Yeah. Those are always fun. Somebody asked, can you talk about your city girl versus farm girl differences and similarities? And I guess this was kind of a question like referring to me as a farm girl because Lindsay lives in Boise. I'm not a farm girl. You know, you might think is random, but it is a city. So she's still like moderately a city girl. Yeah, not an LA city girl. Right, difference, just small city girl. Yeah. But I would say our biggest differences, other than having to pay violently less rent, which is always incredible. Cost of living is less. Our lives are very different in the way that we're surrounded by more nature, and I think we both love it a lot for that reason. Just so different. Yeah. So much, also just so much like less populated of cities, obviously. Yeah. Towns. You don't live in a city, but you live close to a city still. Yeah. But just so many less people and so much less like, time and traffic. Obviously when you live in a big city, there's just like so many other people and cars and blah, blah, blah to worry about. So I think it's been a nice change, but not that we didn't thrive in LA for a while when we lived here. Yeah, we served our time here. No regrets. I have no regrets. Yeah, I don't regret living here either. I just like my life now because it's more quiet and quaint, and I can like go out and garden or read on my porch and not be interrupted by noises that are not my own. Do you know what I mean? You were ready for the house life. Yeah, I was ready for the house life. Probably the thing that I don't miss about LA is filming and having all of these noises just like contributing to it. You're like, you don't know what's gonna happen, you know? And it's just like, whoa, oh my god, there's somebody turned on a lawnmower in the backyard. What the hell? You know, like I always control that stuff now because, you know. I think that was it for that one. I guess, yeah. Because I'm not a country girl, so I can't answer the farm girl part. If you think I'm a farm girl, who are you? I'm not. Who do you think I am? Okay, I got a lot of questions about like our partners. Somebody asked, does Lindsay like Finley? Love Finley, love his work. I've known him for, I mean, as long as Meghan's known him. Yeah. Because I think we met him on the same day. Yeah, in 2014. Yeah. And I've been like, since the beginning of them falling in love, I've known everything. I've kept up. I've been updated, and I mean, Finn and I have always been friends. Like, we don't see each other that much, but when we do, we always have a great time. Yeah. As for Mr. Sean, because people asked a lot how I feel about Lindsay's man. Well, I got a lot of questions that were like, how do you guys feel about each other's significant others? I mean, we have hung out with them. Yeah, they get along really well. Hung out in groups. Also,
love Sean. He's
great. We're all doing a trip together. We're going to San Francisco for Outside Lands in August, and it's just gonna be us 4.
Yeah.
Which will be so great for bonding because we've only had like brief times where it's been us 4.
Yeah.
Like literally 2 times that were like one night and then like one afternoon like a year or 2 ago. So I'm really excited for that because Sean and Finley get along well, and obviously me and Maurice get along well. And I also really like just what Meghan has brought to Finley's life and vice versa too. Like I feel like they just improved each other's lives a lot, you know, like watching from the beginning, I can just see that, like I feel as though they're both thriving a lot now.
Yeah,
happy in Miss Oregon, happy with each other.
Thanks.
Just doing well.
Thanks. I think the same about you guys. Thank you. Somebody asked for advice on living with your sibling because we lived together for like a little bit over a year.
I guess it really wasn't that long. It felt like longer than that.
Yeah, it was just,
but not really.
It was just
one
year.
Apartment, one lease.
Yeah, other than growing up together. I mean, living on your own with your sibling is a lot different than having your mommy and daddy around. My mommy and daddy. Sorry, I can't stop talking in Broad City references. But I would say the number one thing is just like designating chores and not feeling like you can't tell the other sibling to do something just because they're older, because I would always feel that way about Lindsay. I was like, oh, but she's my older sister, I can't tell her what to do. Well, why? Are you kidding?
Maybe like write it down, have set chores and activities for set people. Also just clean up your own mess. Like obviously if you guys aren't sharing a room and you have your own rooms, like, you know, keep your space clean or just like your door shut or something, you know what I mean? Like keep your space clean. Just don't affect the other person's space with your mess is what I'm saying. I guess keep the common area clean if you make a mess in it. I mean,
exactly. I mean, it's just the same thing if you were living with any roommate, even if it was a significant other. Like Finley and I clean up our own messes and have our own responsibilities and designating the chores of what he does and what I do. And like I do more indoor chore stuff and he does more outdoor chore stuff. And like I don't really want to get into like shoveling pig poo and stinky tasks.
I don't want to do that ever.
Yeah. So we designate things in that way. So just like having a nice split schedule, make a
and just obviously wheel. Like anything, just communicate about any issues that arise, problems, and you can talk about it and figure it out, you know?
Yeah.
If you have something to say, just say it in, you know, a kind way. You can do it.
You can do it. Somebody asked, has your mom always been waste-free, or did you influence her / did she influence your lifestyle? I also got another question that was like, what's it like having a, you know, a low-waste mom? Like a legend, a zero-waste legend as your mom.
Zero-waste legend.
She was the one who started before us, probably like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I never heard of it when mom started.
Yeah, zero-waste lifestyle we had never even heard of. So she definitely introduced us to the 411. She paved the way, and when we first started getting into it, it was, I feel like, because of her introduction as well as our own drives. Like we... Right.
I mean, it took us a while, I feel like, to start our kind of being more sustainable after mom started. Like just because it didn't affect me at all. I was like, that's great for you, mom, but like I didn't. I wasn't ready. Yeah. I wasn't ready to start.
Yeah, I was telling Lindsay this the other day, but like, it's just kind of like anything. You can't make somebody else care. So if somebody is doing this wonderful thing, it's just like with veganism. You could be like, oh, it's so great, you're vegan. But like, I don't really want to do that right now. I don't want to make the transition. Like everybody transitions to a different lifestyle in their own time. And so she definitely influenced us, but we came around to it like a couple years later. Me like last summer-ish area. Yeah. And I think you as well, kind of around the same time.
I was just like, it was just a slow start for me when I moved back for 6 months in 2017. That's when I was Georgia. Like, yeah, and because it was so different then living with mom, because you know we didn't have like many trash cans anymore in the house, and like she didn't buy paper towels anymore. So then that's when I started being like, oh, you know, I would go to Starbucks with her and we would just bring Miss Reusable cup, and that's when I was like, okay, it's not hard. If mom can do it, I can do it. And then I slowly started making changes from there. Yeah. You don't have to change your ways overnight, people. You don't have to change your ways at all if you don't want to, but you can do
slow incremental changes,
tiny improvements if you are so inclined.
I feel that. Somebody asked if we fought when we were younger, and then somebody else asked if we physically fought.
Oh my god.
And I wanted to answer this because, I mean, yes, we fought as siblings,
like
bicker and do, and you know, we were two gals, and so we'd be like, stop, you can't borrow my top, or you keep kidding. I mean, we still do that.
Yeah.
That is
we fought over clothes on this vacation.
Yeah.
I mean, not fought. We were just like, don't want you to wear that.
Yeah.
I haven't even worn it yet, and like vice versa.
Yeah, but we've never physically fought.
No, that would just be absurd. I mean, I'm not a violent person.
Me either.
I don't think I got into any physical fights with my brother, Meghan.
No. I only have one childhood memory of my brother punching me in the stomach and me getting the wind knocked out of me and being like, I was like 8 probably. And I was violently crying and ran downstairs and told mom and stuff like that. But that was the only time there was ever any violence in our family.
Colin is revealed. So.
Colin has been revealed. I got like a ton of questions about if we miss living in the same state. Obviously, but we're still close enough that it's like, you know, 7-hour straight shot across. Lindsay's getting in a car soon. I have a car. I've road tripped to see her.
We both road trip to each other.
Road trip to me with Sean.
I've gone to Oregon probably like 5 times or something since I moved to Idaho. Not every time I went all the way over to see Meghan, but I go to Miss Oregon all the time. Yeah. She's only 40 minutes from Boise to get into Oregon. So like I literally am not far. Obviously it's not like when we lived in downtown LA,
and could walk
5-minute, yeah, we could walk, or literally a 5-minute Uber to get to the other person's place. I miss it, but I feel like I think we're gonna live in the same state again someday, so I'm not even mad. I'll just say.
Yeah, Lindsay's thinking about moving to Oregon possibly in the future, which I would
That will
love.
hopefully happen.
I have a tea question here. Yeah. We have some tea to spill.
Okay, I'm ready.
Have you ever hooked up with the same guy? Yeah. Yeah.
It was a crazy situation.
It was.
There was like a lot of secrecy.
Yeah.
Also, he was just trash.
Terrible, flop, idiot.
So the situation basically was, this guy asked me to prom. I thought he just asked me to prom as a friend, which he did, but he
asked my permission to ask.
He asked Megan's permission because we were
talking for like 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a while.
Oh my god.
I know. I told this story actually in one of my like fuckboy story times, so I'll link it on the screen. But yeah, Lindsay didn't know. I didn't tell her because I
didn't know anything.
I know. It was because I was a sophomore and he was in her grade as a senior, and I was like, she'll hate me.
Why did you even think that? I wasn't even really friends with him. That's the thing. Like, we didn't really even know each other.
Yeah. Which was just, it was a very weird situation.
You just didn't want to like tell me maybe.
I didn't really want anybody to know.
Yeah, you were secretive about it.
Yeah, because I didn't want people to like
judge you.
Just be like, oh my god, you're with this senior, and think weird things, or vice versa to him, you know? So I was just like, I'll keep it on the DL. Don't really know where it's gonna go anyway.
So I had no idea at all that they were hanging out, talking, anything. He asked Megan's permission, like behind my back, to ask me to prom as a friend, and Megan said yes.
I was like, yeah, my sister doesn't have a date to see me at prom.
We should just spill the whole tea.
Yeah.
So once again, you guys, I literally had no idea that they had anything romantic going on, obviously. So me and him went to prom, and then me and him like kissed or like hooked up later that night. And he fucking hooked up with me while he had been talking to Meghan secretly for 3 months.
Terrible.
So the next fucking day, you told this story in a video, right?
I did. He texted me. I asked him how was prom, and he was like, oh, it was really good, blah 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 blah. But Lindsay had just gotten back from her crazy night at prom and had told me everything on her bed, and she was like, yeah, and me and blah blah, we kissed. So, and I was like. Yeah. And my stomach just like dropped.
And like she couldn't say anything to me because she hadn't
told her. She didn't know, you know? So anyways, I texted him and I was just like, so how was my sister? Oh. And he was like, oh my god, Megan, it's not like that. And I was like, then what is it like?
It's so like that. It's so like that.
Like? Yeah.
So problematic.
Yeah.
Canceled. Won't talk about it ever again. I mean, probably will, but.
Well, he apologized to me like 3 years ago at a party when I saw him and was like, oh my god, that was so fucked up of me. I mean, so that sorry.
Was really fucked up, but.
You know, whatever.
It was high school. The past, obviously, brother. We both moved on from him, so we've come a long way.
Yeah, to bigger and better things. much better men. Oh my god,
That was some tea.
I cannot believe that he would do that and think that you wouldn't have told me, you know? Like, he wouldn't
are
have
you
told
okay?
me.
Are you okay? I just don't get how hard it is to just like not.
You know,
or
bet.
You know what he should have just done? He should have just told me that night. He should have just been like, me and your sister have like been involved. And I would have been like, oh, okay, cool. Like, and then I would have just fucking, I don't know, obviously not tried to kiss him.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Tragic.
I just think that probably now he's like, yeah, I hooked up with both Lindsey and Meghan.
Oh, in high school, that was like going around the lacrosse team. Like, he was like bragging.
Well, he's a flop, so.
Anyway, flop. Hope you don't see this video, but flop.
Honestly, if he does, I do not give a fuck. That was a bad experience. So
yeah, he's a new girlfriend anyway, so I'm sure he's like thriving.
Wow,
we're thriving.
He's thriving.
Honestly, no bad blood. Like, it was high school, and he apologized to both of us, and like, he's a good person, so it's okay.
Okay, this is the last question that we're gonna answer, and it's the freaking cutest. So we got asked, what's something that makes you proud of one another?
Oh, love it.
I'll go first. Okay.
You're gonna forget it if you don't say it.
Yeah. My favorite thing that makes me proud of Lindsey is that she always, basically, once she sets her mind to something, she always does it. Like, she makes a decision, and then she does the decision. Like, when I first moved to Oregon, she was the first person to visit me. And I love how she is like that too. Like, she keeps in contact with people. She makes the effort. She makes the leap, folks.
You gotta make the effort. You gotta.
You're a very ambitious person, you know?
Okay.
And I feel like you accomplish everything you set your mind to, so that makes me really proud of you, because you see it and then you believe it and you achieve it.
Oh my god. I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, mine about Maurice is in general just her mothering, loving, nurturing, caring self. To not only to me, but to all the animals, to all of her friends, Finley, family, everyone. She just always is a guiding, mothering, just nurturing woman. She says, come into my house, I'll cook for you, I'll bake you cookies, you can sleep, and I'll put a blanket on you. Yeah. And, like, you know, your pets, Miss Pigs, Larry, everyone just lives a great life because you just provide and you're so caring, and I feel like you're really good at that, so just saying.
That's really nice. Yeah, I had somebody read my birth chart recently, and they were like, I feel like you're the type of person in your friend group to like be the mothering figure and like turn everybody over if they're really drunk on their sides, like put a glass of water next to them and be like, drink it, you have to. Yeah, and make sure that
you gotta be that friend sometimes for people.
Well, all the time. I'm that friend all the time. I love to be that friend.
You gotta be that friend.
You know, sometimes people just need cookies, they need a smooch, they need
a smooch, a warm blanket.
Yeah, a place to rest their heads.
Yes.
All of the above. Thank you for saying that. That was our Q&A for you guys.
Woo!
In the car.
It's so hot in this car.
It's really hot.
I'm ready to exit, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Our second refilmed.
Yeah.
I feel like it was
just
as good, if not better, because like we spilled full tea. So
yeah, that's very true. We didn't spill full tea on the situation that we were talking about.
Like half tea.
Yeah, we were just like,
it was like half the cup
same guy, blah, talked about this in this video briefly, but it's even better when we share it together.
So funny. Yeah. So funny. I mean, we've really glowed up, so.
Well, if you guys enjoyed this Q&A, please give it a big thumbs up for me. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and Lindsey is as well if you're not. Ring the notifications bell if you want to be notified when I upload, and until the next upload, stay smiling.
Stay smiling. Woo!
She's crazy.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.